Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Cone back here again today with another video. This is the first video of a hopefully daily streak of uploading throughout the month of December. I'm going to try and upload a video every single day in the month of December, so hold me to that. If anyone has a name for what I can call this, let me know in the comment section below. But today's video, we're going to talk about how I think I'm a curse. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll give you kind of the rundown of it. So basically, me, some of my followers, some of my friends have kind of noticed over the past couple weeks that I seem to curse whatever team I talk about in one of these videos. Whether it's positively or negatively, whatever I say in a video, the opposite thing starts happening. And it's become like scarily accurate. Like it seems to happen every single time I make a video. It's not just like, oh, it happened once or it happened twice. It's happened like 4, 5, 6 times at this point. It's reached the point where people are asking for me to talk about their struggling teams in a video so that they start playing well, or that I start talking about a rival team so they play worse. It's getting out of hand. I'm getting DMs, I'm getting comments. If you watch my last video on the Phoenix Suns, most of the comments are talking about how I just jinxed the Suns. People were begging me, Warriors fans were begging me to make a video on the Suns last night, asking me to curse them for their matchup coming up. People are going crazy on Twitter, and so I thought I'd make a video talking about it. I thought it'd be kind of fun to kind of go through the videos that people have said I've jinxed, and kind of just really the whole timeline of this thing. So we're going to go ahead and get started by looking at kind of the first video that I think started this whole jinx thing. All right, so here I am in my Twitter bookmarks. I bookmarked all the tweets I could find asking about, or kind of telling the whole story of this whole curse thing. So it began on November 24th when I kind of realized the Minnesota Timberwolves, whatever I said, they did the exact opposite. Before the season, I talked about how the Minnesota Timberwolves were a team that I thought was going to have a big year. And for the Timberwolves, that meant making the play-in tournament, pushing for a playoff spot even. I just thought with Anthony Edwards, bringing in a guy like Patrick Beverley, alongside already having Malik Beasley, Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell. Like, I felt like they had enough talent. Jared Vanderbilt, McDaniels, to try and make a run for that play-in spot. I thought they were one of the more talented teams in that kind of lower tier of Western Conference teams. And so I like the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the year. And they start off kind of rough, but after a few games, they kind of found their groove and they were winning some. So I made this video that I called "The Timberwolves and Hornets Are on the Come Up." I talked about how these two teams were kind of making a leap, with Miles Bridges and Anthony Edwards kind of leading the charge at this point. And yeah, things were looking good for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then as soon as I made this video, as you can see, it was 3 weeks ago when I made the tweet. As soon as I made the video, the Timberwolves went on a 5-game losing streak, including a 20-point loss, an 11-point loss, a 28-point loss, a 13-point loss. So they were losing bad, and I think they ended up losing like 6 out of 7 or like 7 out of 8, something crazy. And I was like, I can't believe I fell for it again. I can't believe I fell for the Timberwolves. I thought that they were going to be better this season, whatever. So I make this video. If my Twitter will ever load the video, there it is, that the Minnesota Timberwolves tricked me. I said that I fell for it again. This was after they played the Golden State Warriors, where Andrew Wiggins destroyed them. Anthony Edwards had 48 points, and they lost. Things looked like they were going pretty poorly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I said in that video, they tricked me, and I can't believe I fell for it again. Every year, I'm like, oh, the Timberwolves could maybe like improve a little bit, get a little bit better. I thought so last season too, and then they fell apart they were bad at the beginning of the year, kind of found their groove towards the end. And then so coming into the season, I thought they were going to have it figured out. It looked like they did, and they sucked. So the Minnesota Timberwolves, they tricked me. And as soon as I made this video, like the next 5 games after I made that video, they won versus the Kings, Spurs, Grizzlies, Pelicans, Heat. Beating all of them, the Grizzlies beating them by like 48, 38 points, 25 over the Spurs, 10 over the Kings, 14 over the Pelicans, 12 over the really good Miami Heat. They just started dominating. And this is when I noticed the curse. So I tweeted this out and people were like, oh shoot, like maybe this is a thing, or at least maybe it's just with the Timberwolves. But that's not the case. It's with a lot of teams. We go to this tweet from my brother. Shout out to Ryan. If you don't follow him, at NinjaBands on Twitter. If he's a Philly fan, so definitely go follow him. This video, the Nuggets championship window is in trouble. I made this a couple days ago. I talked about how their future is in jeopardy because of all the big injuries that they've had and how this season's kind of a wash for them. And they immediately go out and destroy the Miami Heat. Like that night. Destroy them. So that's an example. It's only 2. It's only happened twice. It's not that crazy. Let's look at this one. I make this video about Steph Curry being the best player in the world. And that's a big video to make, to claim that someone's the best player in the world. But he's been playing like it. There's been no one else that's been playing to the level that Steph Curry has been playing up to. I made this video. Shout out to the support that y'all showed this one, because this was a big video for me. Yeah, I was like, Steph Curry, I think I'm ready to say, is the best player in the world. The next game, this isn't 2 days later, this is, or like 2 games later, this isn't like 3 games later, a week down the line. The next game, not only one of the worst games of the season, one of the worst games of his career. 4 for 21 shooting, 12 points, 19% from the field, 3 for 14 from 3, 21% from 3, in a loss to the Phoenix Suns. The next game that they played. The next one. So, now we move on from that one. Also, once again, my brother Ryan, shout to that. The Houston Rockets, about a week ago, I posted this on the same day I posted that Timberwolves tweet. The Houston Rockets, up to the point when I made this video, had lost 15 games in a row. That's terrible. They were 1-16. Their only win being over the Oklahoma City Thunder. So I make this video talking about all the problems that they have, about how, like, why they're losing, what do they need to change, what's going on, is Steven Silas going to get fired, all that stuff. I called them a disaster. I called them I just said that they were kind of falling apart and they really didn't have a direction at the moment. And so, as soon as I make that video, 3-game win streak. They won 1 game in the month and a half that the season had been going, 1 game before this video. 3 straight afterwards. A 3-game win streak. Which is ridiculous. We move on from that one. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, this is one of my favorites. Yesterday, I tweeted out asking who people have in the Warriors-Suns game, because, you know, it's a big matchup at the beginning of the regular season. So I was like, oh, I'm interested to see who people have winning. And shout out to Maxi Goat. They tweeted out or replied. They also sent me this screenshot, so I appreciate it. Go follow them on Twitter. Once again, a Sixers fan. They said, who did you make a YouTube video on? Because one of them is cursed, you know, going along with the curse thing. And I said, oh, I made one on the Warriors most recently. They said, all right, I'm going to hammer the Suns money line in a bet tonight. Suns won. So, it's more than just a couple times. Then, this video I made, which, shout to y'all, one of my most watched videos ever. Appreciate y'all. I talked about how the Lakers were playing terrible basketball. This was after they lost to the Kings in triple overtime. I was like, does Frank Vogel need to get fired? Is the talent just not working together? They need big changes. They're playing awful basketball. It's tough to watch. 2-game win streak. They haven't lost since I made this video. Doesn't matter. It was to 2 pretty mediocre teams, but still. With the way the Lakers have been playing, they had a 40-8 run last night. Like some of the best basketball they've played all season without LeBron James. And then we look at this video. Last night, I posted this video about the Suns beating the Warriors, and the comments, Suns count your days. Rest in peace, the Suns season. 4-game Sun losing streak inbound. Thank you for this. Need the Rockets to have the longest winning streak in the league, hoping that I cost the Suns theirs. The Sun streak's going to end. The Warriors are going to win the next game. It's a lot. And so I think I'm cursed. So we'll see what happens to the Suns, because I made a video on them last night. If you didn't see that, go check it out. Pretty good video, I think. But yeah, so this is where we're at. We could even go look at the comments of the one from Maxi Goat where they talked about it, and it's just people like, please make a Bulls video. Please don't make a Suns video. Please make a video about how LeBron hurts the Lakers. Please make a video on how the Knicks are sucking. This person bet on the Suns because they saw that I was cursing, or I cursed the Warriors. Talk about how the Sixers suck. Just people asking me to curse their teams positively or negatively. So that's where we're at this point. So yeah, if you have any suggestions for videos that I should or should not make, leave them in the comment section below. I appreciate y'all watching this one. Yeah, I'll see y'all later. Real one, say it back. I think I'm a curse.